Hello guys, remember me? I'm still AY, the guy teaching you AI. Alright, today I'm here to teach us in this video how we can write a very good prompt that we teachers can use to generate exam questions, test assessment questions, and so on. Depends on whichever place you want to apply it, because I know it's getting close to the exam season, and a lot of us, or rather a lot of schools, are wrapping up now and getting set for exams. So how can we teachers generate a very good question or very good questions that can help our pupils or students during the exam? That is what this video is all about. I'm going to make it as short as possible. You're just going to get the main point, and I will always advise you practice. Like I said, and I will always say, please subscribe on my channel and also make sure you watch my videos and practice. You cannot remain uninformed. I will always tell you that if you're not updated, then you have no choice than to be updated. I'll see you in the video. Okay guys, so welcome to the video. Like I said, I'm not going to take long, but I just want us to analyze two major types of prompts that we can use to generate questions for our assessments and exams. Okay, here I have written some prompts. So you can see I have two major prompts written here. The first one says, act as a Year 4 Social Studies teacher with 5 years of experience in the classroom. I want you to generate 20 objective questions with option A to C on the following topics: family and types of family, civic responsibilities. You can give as many topics as you like, depending on what you are looking for. Then now I have to put my rules. Remember our acronym CLARE. You have to give it a parameter for it to think. So here I said put answers in different options. I've noticed over the time that whenever you write a prompt and without giving an instruction to the AI to bring out your answer in different options, it's going to line them up in one particular option. For instance, you might put all the answers to be A. I might put all the answers to be B. And at the end of the day, you now have to go back and start correcting and doing some adjustments. And that might also take your time. So I will always advise you give it an instruction to put all the answer in different options. Also, you should arrange the options horizontally. This is optional anyway, but I will always advise, for the purpose of managing your space on the paper, because sometimes when it arranges it vertically, it's going to take more pages compared to when it arranges the options horizontally. So I would advise you always give it this instruction. It's very, very important. Then here I say also add one theory question from any of the topics. If you are given both theories and objectives, I would advise you tell it to add one theory question from any of the topics. You can decide to state the topic. Maybe you say, okay, add a theory questions from family and types of family, or add a theory question from civic responsibility. This will give the AI the idea of what you want to do. So now I'm going to copy this particular prompt, and I will go to my AI now. I'm going to use ChatGPT, for example. Let me go to new chat. I'm going to paste it there. You can say act as a Year 4 teacher. with 5 years of experience. This will give the AI an idea of the parameter to think and also who to act as. Sometimes it's good to put this role play so that your response will be so much like what you want. Okay, so let's run the prompt here. You can see it's generating now. Can you imagine how fast this can go? I'm always so excited whenever I'm using AI. Thank God for the AI age. I'm always so very much excited. Okay, so look at section A, objective questions, 40 marks. These are the questions. A family is a group of people who are related by A, friendship, B, blood, marriage or adoption, C, business. You can see how it arranged the options in horizontal form. All you just need is to copy this and paste in your Microsoft Word. And when you come down to the answer options, you can see how it now arrange how the answers are B, B, A, C, A, B, B, A. You can see. So can you see this now? It has ended up mixing the options. Unlike if you don't give it that instruction, you might just have all your answers being A. And if your students or your pupils get to know of that, even those that didn't read at all, will end up passing very, very well. Okay, look at the theory question here. It says, section B, 30 marks, civic responsibilities. What are civic responsibilities? B, mention 5 civic responsibilities of a good citizen. C, explain 2 ways pupils can show civic responsibility in their school or community. Can you see you have ended up writing your exam question or your assessment questions within less than 2 minutes. Then also let's examine the second prompt. You can see here I gave this one, I called it collaborative prompt. The reason why I call it collaborative prompt is because it involves you collaborating with the AI to generate questions. And the way I wrote the prompt is fashioned in that manner. Look at I said, act as a social studies teacher. I'm using the same prompt again, but writing it in another format. Act as a social studies teacher with 5 years of experience in the classroom. You can see here, I did not give the class. I did not give year 4. Let's say you are a teacher, like a subject teacher that is teaching from year 1 to 5, and you want to generate questions for your pupils. I want you to generate 20 objective questions with options A to C. I will give you the class and the topics, then you will generate the questions. Put the answers in different options and arrange the answer options horizontally. That is like we did before. And also add 1 theory questions from any of the topics. The section A should be 40 marks, while the section B 30 marks. So you can see the difference between this prompt and this prompt is that this is more of a collaborative prompt because of this statement I gave here that I want you to generate, I will give you the class and the topics, and you will generate the questions. Like I always say, AI is like a teaching assistant. AI is not the main teacher. So you are the main teacher giving the class, giving the topics you want. The duty of the AI in this regard is to just generate the questions according to the topics. So let me copy this prompt and put in ChatGPT again. Okay. So going to put it again and we'll see the difference. Okay, so starts running. Going to say certainly, can you see the response is different? It says certainly send me the class. Now it's asking you to send the class year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, year 1 to whatever it ends. The topic, and I will generate section A, 20 objective questions. Option A to C, option arrange horizontally, answers distributed across different options. Section B, one theory question based on any of the topics, marked clearly allocated. So you can see now. So what I just need now is to say, okay, year 1, put a comma, say topics, I can put topics covered, and I'll say, like I say, family and types of family, and I will put as a social responsibility. I'm not a social study teacher, I'm an ICT teacher, social responsibility. Okay, so I've input my topics now, and I will just send. So you can see year 1 social studies examination. Can you see? Choose the correct answer, A to C. Can you see it here? A family is a group of people who live and care for one another. You can see the answers are also distributed into different options. Then section B, family and types of family. What is a family? Then I can say, okay, year 2, topics covered, and I will say, let's say, national, like I said, I'm not a social studies teacher, national anthem, and I will say, social environment, community, the learned community. So once I send, to generate the questions for me again. So this is for year 2. The national anthem is the Dutch song of a country. A, national. B, school, birthday. You can see when the national anthem is being sung, we should A, play, B, stand at attention, C, run around. You can see it has generated all the questions for me, and these are the answer options that are mixed also. Then you can see the A here says, what is a community? 10 marks. To even distribute the marks for you, mention 5 places found in your community. So this is how you can write a prompt to generate assessment questions and exam questions. I hope you've been able to learn something new from this particular video. Like I said, subscribe on my channel so that you always get an info or a notification when I drop videos, and also try to watch the videos and practice. I will tell you once again, you cannot remain outdated in a society that is updating as rapid as it can be. So please, see you again in another video. I will always remain your guy, AI, the guy teaching you, sorry, I will remain your guy, AY, and the guy teaching you AI. And I'm always your teacher's best man. Bye.